Preparing for a job interview is one thing, but the actual deal breaker is how well you can present yourself during the interview, especially your first or initial conversation with the hiring team. It will determine whether you will progress to the next step or not. Sharing with you some helpful tips on how you can champion a job interview.
Greetings. The moment you enter the interview room, give your most sincere smile and initiate a handshake combined with a verbal greeting. For example, good afternoon, Mr. De La Cruz. I am pleased to meet you. Good morning, Ms. De La Cruz. Thank you for inviting me. Or just simply say, hi, Mr. De La Cruz. How are you? Remember, first impression is critical. Non-verbal gestures. The way you move and behave throughout the interview is as important to how you answer the question. Always be mindful and conscious of your actions all the time. Make sure that you're comfortably but professionally settled in your chair. Avoid doing unnecessary antics while being interviewed. It is disturbing to look at. Make eye contact when answering a question or discussing something. It adds up to your credibility. Listen attentively. Listening skills is very crucial during the interview. While you have researched and prepared for the possible question, it still does not mean that it will 100% come up during the conversation. Comprehension is everything. Hiring managers evaluate how well you understood their questions based on how you answer them. And by paying attention to what was asked can help you formulate your answers well. Also, it's a sign of respect.
There are moments that no matter how attentive you are to the interview, some questions might sound unclear for various reasons. If that is the case, do not be afraid to ask the interviewer to repeat. They would appreciate and understand that, rather forcing an answer that is not at all relevant to the question.
Pause and breathe. This is another helpful reminder. It is okay to pause and breathe. This will help regain your composure, align your thoughts, and revive your confidence. Just be mindful of the time. Pausing too long and a very obvious deep breathing is not pleasing to the interviewer as well. This technique can also minimize your use of fillers like ums and well. Pacing. Do not speak too fast, neither too slow. Both may have an impact on the interviewer's assessment. Speaking too slow can be viewed as being unsure, shy, or not confident. Speaking fast, on the other hand, could be perceived as nervousness, overly confident, or a lack of interest in the discussion. The pause and breathe strategy will help you relax. Then slowly, you will sound more conversational. Thought process. Remember these four letters S, T, A, R, or the STAR method. This method will help you answer interview questions, especially the situational questions.
S stands for situations, T for task, A for action, and R for results. For example, what do you consider to be your greatest achievement by far? Then you can answer in this manner. Situation. When I finished my college degree. Your task. I took up mechanical engineering at the university and I was self supporting. Your action. I had to be a working student to survive. I attend classes in the morning and work part time at night. And the result is, well, after 5 years of hard work, I am now a proud engineering graduate. My next advice is to choose your words. And when I say choose your words, I mean avoid using big words. It does not mean anything, especially if there is no substance. Just make it simple and easy to understand.
Rapport. Not everyone has the personality in building rapport, but the good news is it can be learned. One trick is to always find your cue through active listening. For example, somewhere along the conversation, the interviewer mentioned about his favorite author, and it happens that you have read some books by that author. Take it as your signal to start a small talk about the topic. That will help loosen up the mood.
And lastly, language. For most interviews, English is the commonly used language. But my question is, would it be okay to speak in your local tongue? Well, my answer is both yes and no. Yes, but it would depend on the interviewer or the flow of conversation. If the interviewer, for example, started to speak in Filipino, then I think he or she might be expecting for you to do the same, or that can be your signal to do so. It is also a no, especially if you are being interviewed by another nationality who can only converse in English. In this case, you have to be creative in expressing yourself.
That is the end of our video. Thank you for watching and good luck in your interview.